the NFL on EA Sports. And the Arizona Cardinals versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here comes Nelson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
I'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Raheem Mostert.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Garoppolo under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
Complete to Willie
7 yards the pick up there.
7-yard pick.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
46-yard line.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. McDonald sets to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald caught by Snead over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
At the 5-yard line.
gun. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Willie Snead. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A 1st down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
No gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
McDonald's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Oh, that was dangerous.
McDonald.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. McDonald got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
McDonald.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing is McDonald.
That's tough to play zone defense when they get...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
By Javon Kinlaw. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 21-0 our score after 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. On play action, now Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
this offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's the backup Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
Garoppolo's
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Complete to Deebo Samuel.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coleman now. And a short gain down to about the 33. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kick by Gold is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
49ers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
5-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McDonald. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Defense. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. McDonald, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tarvarius Moore in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun. McDonald, and the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. The Niner offense coming back out there. Tevin Coleman leading the way. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, McDonald, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That's swung out to Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He turns and gives to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard
line. To throw is Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete to
Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Nelson on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, McDonald. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
McDonald's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brings up 3rd.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run for Snell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Benny Snell.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. McDonald on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 26-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, 49ers.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Coleman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by...
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
49ers 13.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I can kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
6-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw
in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Out of the gun, McDonald. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Chase Edmonds. That's a gain of 9.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle.
Pass complete to George Kittle. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, McDonald steps away. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39-yard.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Raheem Mostert.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Cardinals 24, 49ers 16.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald is going to find his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They go to Johnson again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.